Hey everybody, it's me checking in. I'm actually checking in from the new Rocket Factory headquarters here up in the hills. We're kind of towards the end of rally week, so there's going to be quite a few bikers going by. Nice for advertising, not so much for video. But today I'm going to be doing a video on book matching slabs. I got a pile of kiln dry slabs over here that I got to run through the planer, and then I got a couple orders for clients. I'm going to be joining them together to make some, the one I'll show you guys is an 8-foot table, 40 inches wide. My slabs don't get up to 40 inches. The Ponderosa, the biggest I see, is 30. So I'm going to show you how to book match mirrored slabs. I'm using a Festool track saw and a Festool domino joiner. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up, and then I'll walk you through the process once we get everything planed. So enjoy this part of the video. All right, so these are the slabs I picked out. I actually got 3 slabs here. I need to get 40 inches. These slabs at the top, they'll only yield about 19 inches, and I have some bad wood in these slabs. So I'm gonna do my match kind of at the 17-inch match, or 17-inch mark, and then do a runner down the middle. This is actually from a different tree. I'll be using rule of thirds to get the proportions right. So this will be a 17, this will be the difference, and that'll be a 17. And like I said, I'll be able to get this bad stuff out, and then I'll actually be able to use this piece from a different log as a highlight piece down the center for kind of a contrast. So I'm gonna go ahead and run these through the planer, get them down to 2 inches. They were actually cut off the mill at 2 1/4, and then they shrink a little bit in the kiln. So I'm gonna get them all even at 2 inches, and then I'll start ripping the edges down and doing the joinery. All right, I got my track set up now. I'm using the TS75 Festool plunge saw, track saw. I'm only using 2 guides this time, the 1400 millimeter and the 1900 millimeter or centimeter, whatever, it's not inches. I'm gonna go ahead, set the saw up, make my first rip, then I'm gonna rip this one, and then put them together and see how good my match is. And then you'll see me do this final centerpiece, and then I'll go ahead and do the domino joints after that. So I'll resume making the first cut. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the next part of this video with the domino joiner. I'm gonna be running tape down the joint lines and marking out where I'm gonna do each of my domino joints. I usually do them 6 inches from the end and then 16 inches on center through the rest of the piece. You can tell that the joints aren't quite aligned. That's just because I only clamped the ends so I could get this 90-degree cut in my piece down to length. So when the client does the final glue up, they'll be able to run clamps all the way down the piece and squish it together and have glue come up the seams, and it'll be good to go. So I'll just resume the video with me getting it ready for the domino. All right, so that's it for this video. That last bit you saw me do was just to put a brace on the centerpiece, because this is going to be shipped and it's not going to be shipped for a couple of weeks. And then if the client doesn't use it or doesn't glue it up immediately, this keeps this centerpiece from doing anything wonky. It was dried as a slab, so when I ripped it straight, if there's any tension in the wood, I've had the centerpiece kind of go funny on me. Just like an eighth. But if I brace it like this, nothing will move in the piece. So the day that they go to glue it up, everything will be straight. Everything lines up perfectly. Be able to throw the clamps on there, glue it up, and be ready to do the finishing. So I could do an additional video just showing you how I started out doing this, using a chalk line and a straight edge and a regular circular saw and just a biscuit joiner. Obviously this way is a little bit more accurate and it's a lot more sturdy using the domino joints. But that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you on the next one.